In this video, we're going to focus on the refresh option for streaming in Chartjs. And this is part of the Chartjs Plugin Streaming Series. So in here, we're going to work with refresh, and refresh can be very useful. Why? Because let's look at this. Refresh is directly connected on the onRefresh, which is a function which will indicate, you will trigger the refresh action. However, the refresh indicates how often it will refresh. By default, it is set on 1000 milliseconds, meaning 1 second it will refresh. So what we can do as well is we can refresh it shorter, and then we can start to play around with certain items. So let's start with that. So let's say here, for example, we're going to do refresh because we have here on refresh already. We will refresh data, or we'll add data or push data into the X and Y values every time per second. And the reason why per second is because of this default value here. So let's play around with it, and let's say here now we're going to refresh in a shorter time frame, or refresh every 2 seconds, which will be 2000. So let's save this and go back here and refresh. Alright, so you can see here now every 2 seconds it starts to show a data point. And what is really nice here, because here what we can do is we can play around with the duration and the refresh speed. So let's do this one. Let's try here. We had last time here what I showed you, a very awkward duration. Let's say 1 second only. We go this and we refresh. You can see it goes quite fast. So that will not be practical. However, if we reduce the refresh, let's say we do only 100, so it means 1/10 of a second. So every 6, well, not even 6 seconds, it's 1/10 of a second. So 10% of 1 single second. So 100 millisecond. Let's save this, and you can see here now it starts to show very fast these bars here. Of course, it goes quite fast here, but you can see here this will match up. And to be honest, this is not really recommended. It doesn't make it readable. But if we will make the duration just back to 10,000, which is 10 seconds, you'll see we have far more data points here and how fast they come. It just grabs every time a split second it starts to show a data point. And with this, you have a lot of data points here, and with this, the duration might make sense as well. So this is one of the options to use, because the refresh basically is directly connected on refresh, because on refresh is directly matched with this one here, and it does the following. When you have the chart, get the data set. For every data set, you push a value, put in a date, and you put in a random number. And these random numbers you can see here, I guess it's far too fast to really spot it, but you will see that it's 100 of a second's difference per data point. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you enjoy this video, you probably will enjoy this one as well. And if you're interested in Chartjs, check out in the description box the link directing to my Chartjs course, where you can learn everything about Chartjs. And finally, of course, make sure you subscribe to my channel.